here we are. We don't have the best kind of setup. Well, here, I'll show you what we got. So, we have a little wooden pallet that my dad and I made a while ago. As you can tell, we've used it. It's been burnt through. It hasn't gone all the way through yet. But when we pour the hot liquid copper into something, we need to have it poured into something that'll withstand it, which we have a grill in there. I'm going to take apart with a screwdriver because I don't really feel like paying for a lot of stuff if I don't have to. But that's most likely cast iron or something that'll withstand it. So I'm going to take that apart and then I'm just going to pour copper on it, see what happens. But really, if I wanted to fill the whole thing, because it's a relatively big surface area. I'd say the surface area is about like this. We'll cross that off, but it's about like that wide. So if I want a thin layer, or at least to cover all the surface area, I need a bigger crucible, because this is only like 5 something. But the problem when you run into this kind of stuff is you get copper, you pour it down, then you gotta pour more down, and those two layers, if they're not poured at the exact same time, then it creates layers, and you can tell. And not great. It doesn't stick well together. It still sticks, but not very well. So I'm just gonna take this off. I saw some clips here that's taken off of, and then I'm just gonna take these 2 clips off. There are 2 screws. I think. Yeah, there's only 1 screw on this one. Now, the only thing, well, like I was, come on. Look. So, there are 2 things that are wrong with this. One, the hole, when you pour it, it'll probably go down there and then it'll drip down. The other thing is this, like I was saying, it's like 5 kilos, 5 something. I don't know. But I mean, this is how you want it. You want the copper short enough to where it doesn't extend past this. That way it doesn't drip on the side and fuck all this up or fuck all that up. But this is not going to be enough to cover the entire thing, which would be cool. But I mean, it's still doable the way it is. It'll just make a little spot. But you pour one spot, and then you have to pour another spot, and so on and so forth to fill this whole thing. And the problem with that is it creates layers, like I was saying. It's not great, but it's still doable. And with copper, it's a lot better to do than with like soda bottles or whatever, which I have behind that recycling. But what you want is you want copper. This is from water lines and stuff. Shit that I get, when you mess with it, you'll get your hands a bit dirty. But you just break it up like this, small chunks. And then once you got that in there, you want this in the center of it, and there's a stone in there. Mine's pretty cracked. Put that in the center, cover that up, roughly. And then you take your lighter. You want to make sure that this is relatively secure on there, which I didn't, and I don't really care. This you want to turn on. Turn it that way, and you open this just that way, and then you hear that? There you go. Oh, you can smell it too. Gotta be careful. But you just, oh shit. Yeah, see? And then go like that, you hear it, you can't really see it because there's the sun, but you hear that, and it controls heat. You probably can't see it, but you can fucking feel it. Put your hand right there. thing is, you really want to know what you're doing, because if you don't, you might fuck it up, which I have, and kind of sucks, because everything costs money. But one thing is, you don't want to get this too hot, because it'll get really hot there. And with my thing, last time I got it too hot, it was glowing red right there. One thing you definitely don't want to do is you don't want to touch any of this shit when it's hot or right after you started doing it. Because for some stupid reason, I twisted this right after I did it, and it burnt an impression on my hand. It was kind of funny. I'm glad I did it, but it was stupid. And I don't know how much we're gonna get to, because our propane tank isn't all the way full, which sucks. But the other thing you want to do is, when you're doing this, wear gloves, which I don't have right now. They're in the basement. But this will get really hot. Not hot right now, but it will. Check it periodically. And what you want are tongs, which your furnace will come if you get one. I don't have the best setup, but you gotta make do with what you have, which sucks, because I don't want to mess up, because I only get copper certain times, and other times I don't, so it sucks, but whatever, you gotta learn somehow, I guess. That's it.
So we ran out of gas.
But we never run out of ass. I watch it dribble out. That's it.
Wow.
Oh shit. Damn, look at that. Just like 2 seconds of that fucking. We gotta work on what we have. That's metal. Oh, copper. You got some cool copper beads. Yeah.